go. Here we go. Yes.
Sorry, I don't see the end on me. I need help. Sorry, I know you're starting. You say, okay, let's go. Sorry, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. You're gonna be angry with me. Is it actually down there? Huh? Oh, was it? Oh, that's the hot one. Or is that the regular one?
It's hot, but you don't have to use the pepper. Just use the seasoning.
How hot is it?
It's just like pepper soup. It's not super hot.
Why is it different?
It's just a different flavor. Okay, welcome back to Ball Knowledge. I am Zozo Millie, and it was not a good day in the office today. Let's just start there. It was not a good day in the office today. Barcelona 0, not even 1 goal, and Atletico Madrid 2. You can already feel the pain. You can feel the pain. And this was bad because, like, there were chances created. 1 hour in, you already saw chances. Chances upon chances upon chances. But somehow, due to terrible finishing and lack of focus, we are here again. This is I don't even know where to start. Like, total shots 18, Atletico Madrid 5, and still not 1 goal. And these are the fine margins that we talk about. The little margins. These are the little things that, they're actually big things. Because how on earth can you have 18 shots with no goal? And your opponent has 5 and they're able to score 2 goals. Is it youth? Is it poor finishing? What are we going to talk about? This was bad on, like, I already said it when we played them in the league on Saturday. The mind games have begun. Because this guy, Simeone, is an elite manager. And when you have an elite manager, what happens is, even when you play them in one game, they are planning for the next game. They are already planning for the next game. There is no way he wasn't planning for the next game. This is why he rested Lookman and Julian Alvarez. And not only did he rest Julian Alvarez and Lookman, he was giving them tactics every 15 minutes. Which, if you know anything about the sport, he was doing that because he was trying to show them this is what to look out for on Champions League Day. Because they're not going to win the league. They're definitely making Champions League next year. Their whole goal is Champions League. And I remember saying also that the only mind games we could afford to play due to our injuries was winning that league game, so at least maybe we can rest some guys on the weekend before we play them again. But this one we could have won, especially because we were at home. You know how we slipped and slid when we went to Atletico Stadium last time and lost by 3-4 goals, and we created chances. That's the most annoying part of this whole game. We created so many chances. So many chances. This was about to be a generational performance by Lamine. A generational performance, because if he had scored one goal or given one assist, at the very, very least, he would have been man of the match. And that's all everybody will be talking about today. But for the last couple of years, we've been in Champions League purgatory because our players have decided to lose focus at the wrong possible time. Last time it was Araujo red card. This time it's Kubasi red card. And from that red card, you already knew what was going to happen. In fact, the second half started, we created a couple, scrappy chances. And the commentators were talking about, I like the way Barcelona is controlling the game. No. Atletico was doing exactly what they wanted to do. Defend, because defense is how they control the game. And make sure you take your counter-attack chances very, very serious. And that's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. Forget all these possession stats. Forget all these 58% possession to 42% possession you're seeing here. That's garbage. Forget all the nice one, Kaka Muller, 25. I can see you trolling me. That's fine. Forget all the, you say all these fake stats, 18 shots, 7 shots off target to 1, 7 shots on target to 3, 4 block shots to hit the woodwork, shots inside the... No. The most important thing is the finishing and getting things over the line. And that brings us to Rashford. Because I said, as soon as Rafinha got injured, I already said, Rashford, this is your time to prove yourself. Are you going to the World Cup? Are you going to the World Cup as a starter? Are we about to get that Barcelona deal done? Because if you had done exactly what you should have done, but this deal should have been over the line by now. But the problem is, Rashford, I don't know, man. This is not the same Rashford I saw a couple years ago, bro. Like, demand for the ball, drive. The thing that pisses me off the most about Rashford is he overdoes the stop and start. No, bro. Run with the ball. Use your strengths. Goal, 0. Assist, 0. Accurate passes, 15 of 21, 71%. Chances created, 1. Shots on target, 4. Just think about this. Shots on target, 4. Shots off target, 2. So you had 6 shots in this game. You couldn't convert one for me, Rashford. You had 6 shots in this game. This was like, even look at the dribbles. 2 of 2 successful dribbles, but how many times did you attempt? 1 of 5 on crosses, Rashford. 1 of 5 on crosses. Like, this is why we lost this game. I can't even talk about Lewandowski because we already know Lewandowski is over with. He's done. Like, he's done. 1 shot the whole game. And that shot, he had to, as a striker, you're not going to leave the pitch without at least trying one. Touches in the opposition box, 2. Can you imagine? But that's what you get with a 37-year-old striker. He's 30. What more do you want from him? He's 37. Now, I also have to say this. Today shows why I've been calling for Julian Alvarez all season long. I've been calling for Julian Alvarez because everything in the Champions League is sliding doors moment. First of all, this guy is a big game player. He's consistent and he's extremely versatile. Julian Alvarez play false 9, sure. Julian Alvarez fill in for Haaland, sure. Julian Alvarez play out and out, sure. Julian Alvarez join midfielders and defend, sure. Julian Alvarez improve your game and now start scoring free kicks, sure. Whatever you need from Julian Alvarez, he'll give you. He is the one we need. If you're not giving me Julian Alvarez next season, give me Osimhen. Put the bank on this guy because we cannot win the Champions League this way, bro. Look at Lewandowski's stats, for the love of Christ. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Tackles 0, blocks 0, clearances 0, interceptions 0, recovery 0, dribbled pass 2 times, ground duels 1 of 4. Like, bro, we were carrying this guy. It was like we were already playing with 9 men before this red card. We were already playing with 9 men. Now, interestingly, Olmo didn't even have a bad game. But I thought he should have been taken off earlier. But let's assume you want to save Pedri, so you take Pedri off. The whole defense was trash. Trash. And now that Kubasi has gotten this red card and Balde is back from injury, second leg, I have to see. Because I know what this guy is going to do. He's going to do Eric Garcia and Gerard Martin in defense. And then Koundé and either Cancelo or Balde. I know he's going to go the obvious. Do not go the obvious route. Please. I'm begging you. In this game, what do I want to see? Koundé center back. In the next game, Koundé center back. Cancelo right back. Balde left back. Let's just go gung-ho, because this defense has been leaking all season, and this might be the only way to show you that Koundé has to start playing center back. We also don't have a defensive midfielder, so if Gavi is back and you want to do Gavi and Pedri, which I don't see how that works. Maybe you put Eric Garcia back because he also had a really good game. But all in all, this game was not even on the defense, because look, at the end of the day, with how crazy we play and how high the line is, guys will mess up every now and then. Take your chances, Rashford. Take your chances, please. I'm begging you. Generational performance from Lamine today. 24 31 on passes, sure. He didn't create as many chances as he usually does, which was the issue, because my thing with Lamine is usually when he dribbles, he's looking for the pass or he's looking for a way. You know what I'm saying? This time around, he was primarily looking for the goal. And they collapsed that defense on him so quick that he couldn't even find a passing angle. There was one point where I was like, oh, give Varane the ball. And Varane did, gesticulate when he didn't get that ball. But you know what happened? I look back at that play and there's no way he would have been able to release that ball the way he wants to. Varane will have to do so much to get that ball. And Lamine likes to give you the perfect ball. Recover the ball 8 times. Duels won 16 of 24. Go to the dribbles. This guy was beating everybody he came across today. And you know what happened? They wasted a generational performance. 8 of 14. Completed 57% of his dribbles. But the number is the 14, because even when it didn't work, he went back. 1 goal, 1 assist would have been, this performance would have. But then again, it also shows you the growth, because Lamine has a lot of places to go. He started the game with losing the ball, some obvious passing lanes with Rashford and guys on the wing. And almost ended the game that same way. So the final ball wasn't there from him, but at least the dribbles was there. He made the game interesting to watch. See, the difference between this game and Bayern's win over Liverpool is Michael Olise did everything, dribbled, put guys in a blender, and at the end of the day, it was Diaz and Harry Kane that scored. You know what that means? That means sometimes you have that incredible performance. It's somebody else that takes you over the line. That's why you need a top-class squad. If we had Luis Diaz instead of Rashford today, this game would have been different. If we had Rafinha saved back from, instead of Rashford, this game would have been different, because we just missed that. I don't know, man. Rashford does not display, but maybe because he's not expressive, you don't see it. You feel me? If we had Julian Alvarez and Luis Diaz in this squad today, we won't lose this game. We will not be losing this game. A lot of questions have to be asked. This one is not on Hansi because he did his job. When your team has 18 shots on target, there's no way you have not done your job. You've done your job. Somebody else is leaking goals. Somebody else is not doing their job. And honestly, you have to give Simeone his props on this one. 1000% give him his props because, bro, this is not a tough, bro, like, I mean, this is not an easy thing to do, man. We peppered these guys. Chances every 5 minutes, but they were super structured. They made sure there was no time in the game where they were, oh, God. You know what was annoying? When Sorloth came off the bench, I already felt in my spirit Sorloth was going to score because he lost scoring against us. Everything went against us in this game. Everything that could have gone against us went against us. And the ref was a complete lunatic. Penalty on Ferran Torres, not blown, not given. So many other... Bro, the ref was sleeping today. Even when Araujo came and he didn't touch that guy, ref blew for them. Ref was on smoking beans today. Beans. Horrible refereeing. But then again, what goes around comes around. We should have gotten a red card on the weekend. That red card came back to bite us in the balls today because we do not pay attention. Focus. It's a 90-minute game. And high risk, high reward. 300 goals under Hansi Flick. That comes from high risk, high reward. But that high risk, focus. Everybody has to be alert. And you know what happened today? Boys were not alert. Kobasi, I expect more from you. You should be leading this defense in the next couple of years. I expect more from you. Gerard Martin, at least you are, you know what? You are outplaying your expected potential. So I can't even fault you. But Kubasi, I expect more from you. Next question to be answered is who will play 9 in that second leg? Because Fermin has 16 goals in the league. He's currently on a goal drought. Lewandowski's legs are gone, completely gone. Rashford, God, they put Rashford was in the 9 sometimes today. I was thinking to myself, oh my God, bro. This is another lease of life for you, Rashford. From Aston Villa on loan to Barca. I'm doing whatever it takes. Rashford was just legging it. Almost, God, I don't want to go too hard on Rashford because he has at least tried for me this season. And I think it is Hansi Flick's fault that he's having this rough patch now because you could have played him more when he was in rhythm and he would come through for you now that you need him. But you didn't. You overused Rafinha and now the Rafinha can't even breathe. You can't even come through for us when we need him the most because you've overused him. But this was bad, man. Let me know what you guys think. This was terrible. Like, I can't even tell you how bad. Like, I can't even... man, bruv. I was just looking at this game thinking to myself, why on earth? Why? Why can't we just finish our chances? Because I promise you, look at this momentum chart, right? Okay, first 5 minutes they had their own, right? And then peppering. We between the 19th and the 43rd minute before they scored their goal, if we had scored one goal, there's no way we lose this game. There is no way we lose this game. And some crazy stats, interestingly. Julian Alvarez has 12 goal involvements in 11 Champions League appearances this season. Let me just even say, That free kick he scored was phenomenal. Joran Garcia, do I think he could have done better? 1,000%. But give the props where the props is due. It made me sneeze. That's how good it was. Phenomenal free kick. But still, we could have done better. We could have done better. These guys are winless in their last Atletico, winless in their last 6 Champions League knockout away matches since March 2022. Barca had to gift them a win. In the Flick era, Atletico has given us 14 goals. I don't think Atletico has ever scored more goals. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. Please subscribe, like, comment, share the video, everything. I don't think there's ever been a collection of games where Atletico has beaten us more than that is Flick era. I'm still Team Flick all day, don't get me wrong, but we are just way, way too open, man. Way too open. And that 4-0 earlier in the season should have told guys that this Atletico Madrid is different. They are different. And if this is what we are doing here, imagine, bro, that second leg, war. That second leg is going to be war. Footy7, shout out to you, man. Angeline Nicolas Hurtado Pina, shout out to you. Sienna, shout out. Kakamula, get out of here. Now, moving on, let's move on to the next game. And before we even move on to the next game, let me see if I can find some post-match comments from the Barcelona side of things. Let's see what other people are saying about this game, because that might help us piece together. That might help us piece together what we're seeing. Okay, let's see this one.
Hansi Flick, comencem com sempre una pregunta per torn, indicant l'home mitjà. Avui serà més curta del que és habitual, perquè l'Atlético de Madrid ens ha deixat passar per davant. Gràcies, comencem per ell.
Yeah, bro, second leg is war. Is war.
La TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. Marxes amb la sensació...
I know they scored 2 goals, so they have a big quality in the offense, in the striker. We know that it's always not easy to defend. I think the first goal we have to defend much better. We have a big chance to get in 2-1 against one situation the ball. We miss this, and then we get the red card, and directly then the first goal for Atletico. The VAR was very focused today for Atletico, so it's like that. He's a German guy, thanks to Germany. And I don't know what happens in the.
You can smell the sarcasm.
Keeper starts the game, and the focus today for Atletico, so it's like that. He's a German guy, thanks to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what happens in the situation when the goalkeeper starts the game, and the defender stopped it with a hand.
That should have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty. That we should have had. That's 2 penalties we should have had in this game. The Ferran Torres push, 1,000. Okay, you know what? 50-50 on the Ferran Torres push. This guy, the goalkeeper, passed the ball to him, and he stopped it with his hand. How can you do that, bro? How? Where's that done?
Clear red card. Or
Clear.
Red card and penalty. And maybe it changed totally different, but they can explain it why it was not like this. So it's like that. We have to accept that.
Bro, clear penalty. I don't want to
less.
hear.
We give everything. So today we were not lucky. But at the end, we are looking for the next game in Atletico. We are positive, and we'll fight. We will give everything. So it's not done yet, and I know it's far away, maybe for the semi-final, but we have a chance. We will try everything.
I like that.
Hola, Hansi, Marta Ramon, en directe al Barça juga a RAC1. Clar, si respon a una...
We need him, and so we make the decision to decided to take him off the pitch and Gavi in. And I think Gavi also make a fantastic game.
Yeah, Gavi tried. High intensity.
I think everyone tried to give the best, and yeah, we are for with one player less, a lot of ball possession, but also have some situation to score a goal. I think Lamine made a fantastic game, so this is unbelievable. I think also sometimes it's like what I feel it's maybe not every situation it's a foul, but a lot of situations it's you know it's the first touch, the second touch, and when you dribble, it's normal, and it's not you know advantage for you. You know, you have to normally see this, but at the end it's like that. I think the referees, well, I don't want to speak about them. It's better for me and also for them.
Hola, Hansi, Santi Valle para el arquero de la cadena en esta acción. ¿Cómo es en esa acción?
No, from my perspective, it's like it's clear. He has to call and has to say, okay, come on, look at this, the same like before. And I don't understand why, but it's how I say before. They will have an explanation for this why it's not a yellow card, why it's like that. I don't know. I haven't spoke with the referee. I think it was better also today not to speak with him. It's like that. We have to accept it, and how I say, we have to focus on the match on the next Tuesday in Atletico. We have the quality, we have the players who can decide, who can make the changes, and of course we have to fight. And this will be another game like today.
Bro, I believe in you guys.
Okay.
I believe
Three
in
shots
you
on goal,
guys.
two of them fit the back of the net. Atleti with the advantage. For more on this, let's welcome in, shall we? Frank LeBoeuf is with us, as is Stuart Robson. Robbo, how did this happen?
It happened because Barcelona didn't take their chances when they had them early on. Rashford, as you saw, just had those chances. And they didn't play quite as well as they normally do in an attacking sense in that first half. And Atleti, I thought, did OK. They tried to press the ball a little bit higher up the field. They just didn't drop in. They made it quite difficult for Barcelona. It was Barcelona were the better team for the first 20 minutes. But the game changed, obviously, completely in terms of the scoreline with the free kick and the sending off. But in the second half, Barcelona still dominated the play. They still created one or two good chances without them being...
Before we even move forward, Ryan Brennan 2041. I honestly think Barcelona were robbed by the ref tonight by some decisions were insane. 1000% spot on, bro. 1000% spot on. Robbed is the word. Robbed. Because penalty by Ferran Torres, the guy that stopped the ball with his hand. So many other clips in and around the box. Like, bro, this one was live and clear, live and direct.
But they were always vulnerable on the counter-attack, and Sorloth, as he's done so often against Barcelona, comes on as a sub, gets in the right place at the right time, as Craig just said, gets in between the centre-halves, gets in front of Martin and finishes it brilliantly. And for all their huffing and puffing, for all their decent play, Barcelona just couldn't find the breakthrough. They missed they probably missed 5 or 6 chances without them being absolutely sitters. So
they love to
Atleti go away to...
Sorry, Rob, I thought you'd finished.
Yeah, go on, Craig.
No, I'm going to say they love to give themselves a mountain to climb in first.
Well, we
legs.
saw it, of course, in the Copa del Rey, 4-0 down in the
That was 4-0, but then they were taking them back to the Camp Nou.
Yep.
Obviously 2-0's obviously much less damaging scoreline, but you're now having to go to Madrid.
They missed Rafinha today, didn't they?
Yeah, and look, some of those chances for Rashford were difficult. The first one wasn't. The first one he rushed and he scuffed. The one at the back post in the first half, the angle was against him. That one there, the touch was a bit heavy, but I thought, once the ball's played from Lamine Yamal, the goalkeepers came out quite early. So he has to go around them, then the angle is against him. But yeah, you're going to miss Rafinha. Again, I'll say the same thing as I said in the Copa del Rey where they almost came back. I still fancy them. I do. But Hansi Flick said it in an interview we listened to just before we came on air. He said, they are dangerous up front and they can punish you. And that's what happened in the first leg of the Copa del Rey. And today they were punished by a great free kick from Julian Alvarez. I think when Antoine Griezmann's standing back and letting somebody else take a free kick, then you know that they've got good quality. But yeah, I still fancy them to come back, but giving themselves a bit of a mountain to climb.
Where do you stand on the red card, Stevie?
It's a red card.
Really?
As a defender, when you get caught on the wrong side, it then becomes your responsibility not to make contact with your attacker. And we can talk about whether the ball was behind him, did he have control of it?
He was looking at the ball behind him. Just put that in mind.
But at the end of the day, regardless of where it is, he's not going to be able to control it if the defender bumps him and run. He basically runs into his back leg. And so, as I said, defensively, you get caught on the wrong side. Your responsibility when you're behind is to not make contact in any shape, way or form. And he doesn't do that. He completely and utterly...
My question is, why were we not getting the benefit of the doubt and getting the same VAR checks? At least check for our own. Okay, you check for our own as well. Bro, when you guys are cheating, we can see loud and clear. I don't want to. We can definitely see when you guys are cheating.
In a way that I agree with the free kick, and I agree that would be a yellow card. But that's the big point of the analysis of Stevie and the first sentences when he say, yeah, he's not in control. The ball is behind him. He's not in control. I think you needed a clear opportunity and a real chance to score a goal to give a red card.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not. He's not in control of the ball. The ball is behind him. He missed the control. So even if he gets the ball, even if Kubasi doesn't make any foul, he doesn't have a chance to score. So therefore, for me, yellow card would have been enough, and I think would have been a different story tonight, 11 against 11.
Robbo?
Well, when I first saw it, I thought it's got to be a red card. He's given a foul. He's running on goal. The defender's behind him. But when I saw the replay and the back leg goes up from Simeone, I'm thinking, does he initiate the contact? So I'd have probably gone to the VAR and gone the other way. I'd have just sent him off the first view, and then seeing the VAR, I would have probably given a yellow card and changed it round. So, because I think that the initial contact was made almost by Simeone putting his leg back in to
It's quite a hard thing to do that, Rob, when you're running that way. You're running that way, and somehow you launch your leg that way.
That's going against physics, I believe, isn't it?
Bro, it's clear nobody thinks that was a penalty because it wasn't a penalty. Or rather, it was red card because it wasn't a red card. Like,
if you get on the wrong side, if you don't see the run, there's the big fault, and you're always going to have problems if you're chasing back, and it only needs a little bit of contact or something like that to happen, and you're in trouble.
How would you rate Lamine Yamal tonight? Obviously, we talked a lot about Elise yesterday, and we talk about Lamine Yamal in the same conversation. He did a lot of things right, but there just didn't seem to be that final ball, Robbo.
Well, he started off, he went past his marker, Ruggeri, a couple of times, and then he played the worst pass you'd ever see. He didn't see the Atleti player. And that started him off. But when they went a goal down and when they were playing with 10 men, he was the player you wanted the ball to go to. Every time he got the ball, you thought, well, he might go past him. He's gone past the first one. He's gone past the second one. Can he get his shot away? But when you're outnumbered, they always got blocks in. They just stopped that final cross, that final shot. So he did everything he possibly could to get Barcelona back in the game, but it wasn't quite his night. He didn't quite have the end product. Some of his general play, as you saw in those highlight package, was absolutely magnificent.
But I think that was the reason that he was overdoing it, because of those in quick succession, those two horrendous passes after looking so great. I think that is the reason he was trying to make up for that.
Right.
He had that in his mind, and so he overdoes it. So instead of going by two and then maybe three and then releasing the pass, because clearly if you've got three men around you, there has to be a gap. He just didn't quite get his head up, and then that's why he overdid it. But I think it was all to do with those first two early doors where you're like, really?
I've never seen Hansi Flick so angry, though.
Well, this was the incident. He brought it up here because they asked him about the red card, and he said it could be a red, maybe not.
On the Kubasi.
And then he brought up the goal kick incident and was like, if you have VAR, then this is surely where you have to use it. Now, Atleti will argue, obviously, the goalkeeper's just passing it to his player.
Yeah, but that's starting to play. I mean, this is such a grey area. I mean, but should it be? If the ball is still, because you can't play a moving ball, certainly when you're taking a free kick or anything like that. If that ball is still and the goalkeeper plays it, it has to be in play. But we saw this last year with Arsenal, Bayern Munich. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. And it was so casual from the goalkeeper, but I think that ball's back in play. So technically,
don't you think they can take the grey area away? You know, before they changed it, a goal kick was taken on either side. It was on the corner. The corner there. That takes away all the grey area.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden you can take it anywhere. It seems like anywhere along the whole line. So then now there's a grey area. So now it becomes a decision the referee makes. Well, did he start or did he not? So you can change the rule back.
Yeah.
And say, right, a goal kick is taken either that corner or right on that corner, and then there's no issue.
But I think it's even easier than that, Stevie. Sorry, Frank. I think it's even easier than that. I think you make a law in the game that says the first initiation of contact of the ball in the 6-yard box is the ball back in play. And that's it. You just need to change the way the law is written and say the first person to play a non-moving ball in the 6-yard box deems the ball in play.
Bro, all that one is stories. Are we going to get our 2-0 back? Bro, that was cheating. All I know is, based on
3 shots on goal, 2 of them fit the back of the net.
What these guys are showing me, Barca is 7 points ahead in the league. Arrest everyone and smash Atletico next week. That ball from the keeper in the box was in play. Clear yellow card and a penalty. Thank you, Ryan. That was 1,000% a penalty, and that's what I was just going to say. Look, going forward, rest everybody on the weekend. everybody, every goddamn, even Joan, rest everyone. Bring the academy boys in. Rooney, Baji, all these kids, bring them in. And let's go fire for fire on the second leg. Let's bring the whole squad out. Because we have too many injuries and we have too many old men in the squad. And we have then, you mix that with young people. And that's what you get when you can afford to build a good enough team. And I do agree, Lamine was overdoing it in a bit because after those first, he saw that his passing wasn't going through. So, bro, when you beat two people, fire. Don't wait to, you know what I'm saying? But still, like I said before, if that was Luis Diaz on the other side, if that was Julian Alvarez instead of Lewandowski, we're winning this game. We're winning this game with a better squad. But we don't have that squad right now. Barcelona, show me what you can do. You've come back from, you beat these guys 3-0, then you beat them again in the league. You can do this. This one is not even a joke. Barcelona, we can do this. I'll be watching again next week. And I believe Julian Alvarez has to be a Barcelona player. Julian Alvarez has to become a Barcelona player at some point. Bro, that kid, oh my goodness, bro. The things he was doing today, unreal. Me, all I want to see here is Lamine's dribble. I hope somebody posted it. Oh no, this was the Kubarsi one. Look at this. And then it was Alvarez that gave that pass as well. It was still Alvarez that gave the pass. Bro, my problem with having somebody in chat just said I would want Harry Kane at Barca to replace Lewandowski. Look, Lewandowski is finished. We can't go from one finished guy to another finished guy. And my thing with Harry Kane saying he's finished is not that he doesn't have any more goals. He can't press anymore. Look, what makes this Hansi Flick style super effective is where you have fit movers all over the place, especially up front. If you give me Rafinha, Osimhen, Lamine, the press becomes unbeatable. Even if you give me Julian, because Julian can press as well. He has done the Pep press, and then he has played Simeone, which just makes him perfect. Like, Julian is the kind of person who, okay, if your team is going to have the ball, he can be good. If your team is going to defend and counter-attack, he can be good. Anywhere you need him, he can be good. So, I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it again. Araujo, Olmo, Ferran Torres, Casado, there's one more I'm forgetting. 5 of them can go. If that doesn't bring you 200 to 250 million, then you don't know what you're doing. But with 250, drop 150 on Julian and get me a strong centre back or a right back and put Koundé in centre back and a good ball winning midfielder. Bro, Hansi Flick can take us where we need to be. But these guys can't. Like, we need better personnel. We need better players. Look at this. Look, bro, this is what pisses me off. You saw the whole flight of the ball. You saw, look at this. Look at where he saw that ball. Oh. You are looking at the ball. Come on, bro. You can't be 1000% better than this. And it's focus. Although I don't think it's a red, but nah, focus. Place your focus. Know what you are doing. That red card changed the whole complexion of the game. And then look at this. Bro, look at this. Oh. Joan Garcia saw where it was going. He couldn't catch it. I feel like he hesitated, just before he jumped, but nah, bro. That was tough. That was tough. I just need somebody to show me the Lamine dribbles. Look at this. Look at this. But look. When you go to this dribble, every Lamine dribble you see, there was a pass he didn't see. Which is weird because he usually sees the passes. But if you are dribbling past these many people, look at this. Right, look at Olmo. Just watch Olmo. Watch Olmo. open. Okay, let's say there's somebody with him. Well, I mean, me too, I want to shoot from here, but bro, the composure to just wait. And then when he's doing all this, where the hell is Lewandowski, for the love of Christ? Lewandowski, what can you do from here? Bruh. This game was annoying. This game was annoying because we had our chances and we 1000% should have won. But, bro, I need to just show you. Look at one of his dribbles. And no, Rashford, this one was on YouTube, man. They won't let me because you know, copyright and everything. But that was that on the Barcelona Atletico Madrid game. We always knew the mind games were on. Resting Lookman. I think the kid was in the zone. Yeah, no, see, I get it, bro. Like if you've played football at any level, you get it. Once you are on the run with the ball, sometimes even in the corner of your eye, you might see the guy, but nah, bro. All the runs he made, if he had scored a goal from any one of those runs, we'll be talking about it for the next 5 years. That's how incredible those runs were. And as you know what the interesting thing is, win, lose or draw, Barcelona will always give you somebody to watch and make your life just beautiful, you know. So he's an entertainer. I am grateful for Lamine Yamal. I am. You have to add 1 or 2 more things to your game, though. You know, improvement every year. Improvement, we need it. And now resting Lookman and Julian Alvarez over the weekend was a stroke of genius. So that's how it goes. Guys, let's move on. Liverpool 0, PSG 2. First of all, let me just say this. This was as obvious as the Barca Atletico Madrid game was. This was another obvious game. Like, I've never seen a more obvious beatdown in my life. I have never... Look at this. This is Liverpool Football Club, the current reigning Premier League champions of England. 26% possession to Liverpool, to PSG 74%. Expected goals, forget about that. Total shots 18-3. Liverpool had 3 shots the whole game. Just I'm just going to repeat that for effect. 3 shots the whole game. And none was on target. No big chance created. So how can they miss any big chance? This was torrid. If I saw this and I didn't even know which 2 teams were playing, I would think it was Man City Burnley or Man City Luton or something. This was unreal, man. Like, what's going on with Liverpool? What's going on with Arne Slot? Hey! Orange soda when you talk about these. Keeper 6.4. Konate 6. The guy went 3-4-1-2. This is how you know your coach is out of ideas. This guy is out of ideas. He doesn't even know what he's doing anymore. Verts. No goal, no assist. Accurate passes 17 of 19. Chances created 1. Shots on target 0. Shots off target 0. The one shot he was blocked. Touches 40. In the opposition box 3. Nah, bruh. If Arne Slot is still the coach of Liverpool at the beginning of next year, at the beginning of next season, that would be extremely shocking. That would be extremely shocking because he has taken those guys from the top and just crashed, man. I've never seen this. This is the biggest fall off ever. And Frimpong, what is up? I thought, I rated Frimpong so highly, man. I rated Frimpong so highly. Not defensive contribution 0, tackles 0, blocks 0, clearances 0, interceptions 0. Brody, what did you do in this game? You just came, showed off your dreadlocks and left. What? Even Soboslai, 6.4. McAllister, 6.0. Bruh. It is. Salah didn't even come off the bench. Bro, these guys are no longer playing for this coach, bro. They are no longer playing for this coach. And the worst person you want to meet right now is PSG. Oh, Lord Almighty. Because they are the most deadly team in football right now. PSG. The most deadly and the most complete. Because, forget about this Safonov guy. Best left back in the world. Best right back in the world. Most experienced centre back. This guy's in the running for best centre back right now because he's another Rudiger regen. Best midfield in world football right now, and this is not the starting midfielder. Just think about that. This guy right now is playing the best he has played in forever, and he's a big game player. Current Ballon d'Or. Young star with a bright future. The goal he scored today was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like I don't know how your brain can process that kind of goal. This was ridiculous, the goal this boy scored today. Incredible. That's what you get, bro. That's what you get. And if Arne Slot is still the Liverpool coach at the beginning of next season, that will be extremely shocking to me, because what this guy is doing right now is he's making a good case to be fired. Like the best possible case to be fired, I'm telling you. And then we move on. Yesterday, Arsenal Sporting, and then Madrid Bayern. Now, I was watching Madrid Bayern, so I didn't really pay attention to the Arsenal Sporting, but I didn't expect it to be this tough for Arsenal, bro. I know Sporting are unbeaten in like 16 games, but I did not expect it to be this tough for Arsenal. At the very least, I thought, okay, 2-0, professional job. But at the end of the day, Arsenal did a very professional job. 56% possession, less shots on target, but they still won. Now, the gameplay scares you, but they are winning. So what can you say about it? Because if you look at Barcelona and the way we are playing, the gameplay excites you, but we lost. So now, what do you want? Do you want to be Arsenal, where guys are complaining and talking about anti-football, but at least they're winning, they're top of their league, and they're doing well in the Champions League as far as today? Or do you want to be Barca, where we know that if you give no money, so if you give this guy a better squad, we love the style of football, but it hasn't produced at least Champions League results. But I think if next week, if Sporting goes through, I don't think we'll be surprised, because they played. If this is how well they truly played, we won't be surprised. The person that actually surprised me was Havertz, because we already know Havertz is a big game player. He comes through. He's won the Champions League, But my problem with the Arsenal mentality in terms of buying players, or in this squad anyways, you can't have Madueke, Trossard, Martinelli, and who's the other guy? Havertz in the same team. At least so I thought. Because none of them were the best players in their team. If you go and look at a team like Man City or a team like PSG, you're looking at everybody on that team was at least top 2 in his team before he got there. Dembele was top 2 at Barca. Kvaratskhelia was top 2 at Napoli. Bro, everybody is a baller. Everybody is a baller. Look at Man City. Cherki was the best player in his team. Semenyo was the best player in his team. Marmoush was the best player in his team. Doku was the best player. Haaland. Stones. The list goes. Even the guys that don't break into the team. Calvin Phillips was the best player in Leeds. Matheus Nunes at some point was the best player in Wolves, or at least top 3, definitely the best player in his position in the midfield. You can't be buying B-type players and expect them to give you A-type results. That's just not going to work, because they are not used to performing at an A-type level. But there's a tweak to that, there's a way you can tweak that, and that is buying A-type defenders, because Calafiori is an A-type, Gabriel, Saliba, at least, and Ben White was the best player in Brighton at that time. With these 4, you go far, and then you have an incredible keeper too. Sporting should never play you in a way where your keeper is not the man of the match. At least, I think, if you're at the top of the league and you know what you're going for. But with these 5, and the interesting thing is you can always interchange, because some days it won't be White. Most days this season, it's been Timber. But with these 5, you will go far. So I like what you have to say. I like the way Sporting attacked the game, and this must have been an interesting game to watch. As an Arsenal fan, maybe not, but still, Arsenal should go through. If Sporting do go through, I know questions will be asked about Arteta, but bro, you've never won the Champions League. Your team has never won the Champions League. All hands on deck for the Premier League, bro. Forget about this. You feel me? Not that forget, but forget for now. And lastly, we go to Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. Ooh, this was a spicy game. This one was a spicy game. When last did you see a game with 40 shots? Each team 20. Look, this game, everybody expected Bayern to pepe Madrid, because Madrid, obviously, they are not doing well this season. It's not as if they've lost a lot of games, but the eye test, they don't just look convincing. But for as well as Bayern played, I have to say Madrid gave it to them in equal measure. They just didn't take their chances. Now, Madrid don't even look as fluid as they did before when Mbappe was injured. They do not look as fluid as they did. And everybody's not running for everybody. Everyone's not passing for everybody, at least in the league. But today or yesterday in the Champions League, they came through. Everybody woke up. Everybody woke up. Everybody was ready for the action. Everybody was ready for the action. The only person that was not even ready for the action was Mbappe, because he tried, he got into spaces, but Neuer would not hear of it. It's like Neuer heard everybody talking about Courtois and told himself, nah. Let me bring that whole thing back. Let me show you why I am who I am. So I really shout out to Neuer, because he came through. He came through for those guys today. However, Bayern could have done and should have done better. And the scary thing is, if you can play under par and still win like that, when Madrid, it's the Pep Guardiola school of thought. You definitely give your opposition chances upon chances upon chances. The question is, can they take those chances? Vini, as good as Vini is, sometimes Vini's finishing leaves a lot to be wondered. Because he had some one-on-ones in that game where, especially that one where Trent found him and he was free and he just touched the ball too far. In football, your first touch is everything. Your first touch can make or mar you. 1000%. Your first touch is everything. But this second leg will be fire for fire. It's in Bayern's house and Bayern are 2-1 up. So, but they might be left to rule those missed chances, because there were a lot of missed chances in this game. A ton. Like, Bayern were just toying with them at one point. But if Bayern turns it up at home, it could get ugly. Which brings me to my theory on Mbappe. I've been working on this theory. I've been, sprinkling it a little bit. But I think Mbappe's career is mirroring Ronaldo de Lima, R9. And the reason I think so is this. If you look at Ronaldo de Lima, he made his bones in the World Cup. That's where he made his fame, right? He didn't win a Champions League. But we all know him. He ends his career as a legend, had a ton of goals. A great package of goals. I think that's what Mbappe is going through because, interestingly, Madrid right now look like PSG when Mbappe was there. Like a collection of stars, but yeah, there's friction. It's just not moving well. There's no moving well. And yeah, and people are agreeing with me. And I think Mbappe is mirroring and is going that path. It might be the ego. It might be the fact that you need the armband all the time. It might be the fact that you rule like a tyrannical dictator, and when people don't pass the ball to you, you act like you're going to you're going to destroy their lives. But the questions have to be asked about Mbappe. Is he making Madrid, has he made Madrid better? Because before he got there, they were a Champions League winning team. And now they struggled since he got there. They haven't even won the league. And they definitely look shaky in the Champions League. Let me know what you guys think. Mbappe fans out there. You think he needs therapy? Do you think he needs to calm down, humble himself, and give the keys back to Vini? And do you think playing him in the 9 is a mistake? Because Mbappe is the kind of guy who likes ball to feet. But he's so fast that he should be great in the 9. It's ridiculous. It's like, it's so many ways to look at it. But in France, when they really, really need him, sometimes he goes left. Because that's muscle memory. But you can't go left where Vini is. Because two kings cannot rule that castle. That'll be a very, very interesting one to see. Let me know what you guys think. This has been Ball Knowledge. I am Zozo Mili. Shout out to everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Help us grow. We're trying to get to 1K as soon as possible. Shout out to you guys. And I will see you in the next video.